Um, Yo, welcome back everyone. Um, so this is a new video. It's gonna be what if Naruto was a hatake and used by his village part 3. I think it's part 3. But before I start, I wanna say thank you again. I've been receiving so much positive feedback. I even saw someone send me an email. Thank you for the feedback. I was very happy to hear that. I'm glad people enjoy what I write. Yes, I'm gonna continue the story today, but before I do, I want to say that uh, I've been receiving a few comments that I should continue the Mount Miyaboku What If, and so join my Discord server. I'll do a poll there and see if people want the Miyaboku What If to come back, because I've been a bit nowhere with the story, because Naruto isn't something different. He's just stronger. But tell me if you want it to come back. It probably will, but still, I want to see what people think. Snake Sanin also will do the next part pretty soon. About my upload schedule a bit, it's complicated. I'll probably be posting always on weekend. It's either gonna be 1 to 2 videos per week. So yeah. But on to the story. So last time I left off after Team 7, I think that's what they were called, a four-man team, 4 Genins and 2 Jonins, that's the new team formation. They came back, and, the Chunin exams were announced. Itachi came to Naruto's house, gave him the paper, and Naruto, who's been wanting to run away from the Leaf Village to a better place, somewhere where he won't be treated like trash and hated by everyone, he thinks that the Chunin exams will be the perfect opportunity for him to run off. So, yeah, he does that. And, so the Chunin exams begin. Naruto, God, what was the team formation? 1 second. Yeah, I remember the team formation. It was Sasuke, Sakura, Kiyomi, Naruto, and Itachi and Kakashi. Yep. So the Chunin exams come, and because it's difficult to do, because it's not possible to do with 4 people when everybody does it with 3. They did something. They brought in Mito, who didn't go to the academy because she thought that she was too good for it, and Minato and Kushina, who were spoiling them, were like, sure, whatever, don't go. So they brought her in, and they put Menma, who was also Minato's and Kushina's son. So the new teams were Mito, Menma, and it was Mito, Sakura, and Sasuke, and Menma, Kiyomi, and Naruto, just so that it'll be fair on the Chunin exams. And they did know that it could cause them not to pass because they didn't have good teamwork, but Minato was like, whatever, there's Kiyomi and there's Menma, they're very strong, and that demon and that brat is weak, so he won't do anything, he won't be bothering them. If he does, I'll kill him. He is like ready to kill Naruto if he does something, cause yeah. So the written exams begin. Naruto's crazy smart, Kiyomi's smart, Menma is dumb, literally dumb. Everybody thinks he's a genius, but he's dumb. He's just dumb. Like, literally. I can't phrase it enough, he's dumb. He's like dumber than Naruto in canon. And he can't really do anything except for shadow clones. He can't even do Rasengan. So yeah. So that happens. The whole thing goes pretty much the same as in canon. The same teams go. Same teams go out. Same teams pass. But this time only plus the other team, our team, Naruto, Kiyomi, and Menma, they pass. but Menma barely passes because Kiyomi is like, yeah, if he doesn't pass, because Kiyomi is like, yeah, he's not gonna figure out the meaning of the test, so I just have to give him the answers. Because if he doesn't figure anything out, we'll just die. We'll just not pass. They won't die. So, and she gives him the answers, and Menma copies it, and he thinks that Kiyomi likes him because she gave him the answers. So they walk out, and the Forest of Death gets announced. The whole thing happens, and when they arrive there, this is how it looks. Mito, Sasuke, and Sakura are all looking at Naruto with hatred, and Sasuke is looking at Mito also, he likes her. Sakura is looking at Mito with hatred because she likes Sasuke. And Menma is bothering Kiyomi, saying like, hey, come on, I'm the Hokage's son, go out with me after the Chunin exams. I'll become a Chunin and I'll take you out. And she's like, no, get away from me, I don't like you. And Naruto is just walking in the back, thinking about his life and how he's gonna run away. He's formulating a plan. He's like, well, usually Chunin exams have 3 levels, so I think that the 3rd level is gonna be the part where I'm gonna run off. I have a feeling that something bad's about to happen, but it's better. I don't care about this village. So yeah, they go into the Forest of Death. When the Forest of Death gets announced, Uncle comes, tells them about the rules, and she sees that one kid isn't paying attention, is in the clouds, and she decides to throw a kunai at him right in his face. And this boy had white hair, blue eyes, pretty tall, blue jacket, yeah, all that. And yep. And so he's wearing a blue jacket, a black shirt underneath. Yeah, pretty cute guy by those standards, right? And Naruto. Yep. So she shoots the kunai towards Naruto, and he catches it with his 2 fingers. She's like shocked, like okay. Then he just throws it back at Kanko. She barely catches it, and yeah. So the Forest of Death begins, and yeah, they can't walk on trees. They can't go by trees because well, Menma doesn't know how to do that, right? And the whole thing with Orochimaru, Naruto senses that not too far away from them, but he's not gonna tell anyone because he doesn't care about anyone. And they just find a random Rain Village team, take their scroll, go to the tower. They literally are the first ones to get there. Literally beat the record, and Hokage hears about this and he's like, yeah, my son Menma did all the work. And Itachi, who saw what actually happened, he was looking after them. He's like, no, actually, that wasn't the case. Naruto actually was the one who beat the team and got the scroll. And Menma was the one who was actually holding them back because he can't walk on trees. And Minato was like, what? That demon can walk on trees? And Itachi's like, yes, we taught him that in the team, but he already knew that. So yeah. And Minato's like, yeah, I don't believe you, whatever, go. Itachi's like, what is the Hokage doing? So Itachi appears out of the scroll then, and he says that, good job, you beat the record, relax for a week. They do that. Menma keeps bothering Kiyomi. Naruto doesn't do anything. He trains on his white lightning move, but he decides to actually give it a name. He calls it Ghost Charge. And he gets it to a pretty good level. He knows it's not the max potential, but it's good. And he also practices a few earth moves and does a few strategies. Also taijutsu. And then the prelims get announced. Naruto isn't very happy about this because he wanted to run off quickly. But yeah. The first fight is Menma versus Naruto. Hokage wants Menma to beat the crap out of Naruto to prove that Menma is better. But fight gets announced, and the other Hokage who are sitting in other rooms are listening in on this, and they're like, huh, well, Tsuchigake, I think, the Tsuchikage says, well, I think that Hokage's son's gonna win. He's the Hokage's son after all, he's gotta be strong. And A is like, well, I'm not so sure about that. If you see, he doesn't have very good stance in taijutsu, and I can't sense a lot of chakra from him. And also, that boy with the white hair, with the gray hair, if you can see, he's emitting lightning, which is very, very impressive, since not everybody can run lightning through their body without killing themselves. So he's got to have a great affinity and control over lightning. Huh, very interesting. And so they start looking at the fight, and Menma creates 2 shadow clones, 3 is his limit. So he charges at Naruto with kunais in his hands, and Naruto literally just casually takes out 5 senbon and 1 kunai, throws them in different directions. Everybody thinks that he doesn't even know how to throw those, and they just start laughing. But then the kunai just all of a sudden just turn and start going right at Menma and his clone. The kunai pierces right through the clone's head, dispersing him, and the senbon all hit Menma and his acupuncture points, which basically paralyzes him. Hokage's like, what? How? But Menma loses, Naruto wins, right? All the other fights go as following. Yeah, they all go as follow. But Kiyomi wins, Mito wins, and Sasuke also wins. And the fights for the finals are now Mito versus Naruto, Kiyomi versus Neji, right? And because Hokage wants Naruto to lose to Mito and wants Mito to beat the living crap out of Naruto for doing that to Menma. And Mito wants to do that too, because she's spoiled on Kage too. But she's better than Menma, but not too good. So, 1 month's training begins. Kakashi's training Sasuke and Kiyomi. He doesn't want to do anything with Naruto. Itachi offers to train Naruto, but Naruto's like, fine, whatever, guy's busy. So, during this month, Naruto gets trained in taijutsu. He also gets trained a bit on Earth style, because I'll say that Itachi has Earth style. I don't think he does in canon, but just plot armor, because I want Earth style to be strong as well. And water style, I'll say that Naruto just trains from scrolls. Naruto has 3 chakra natures, if you remember: lightning, water, and earth. And yeah. Yes. Also, yeah, I'm not gonna give a spoiler alert yet, but it's gonna have something to do with Jujutsu Kaisen, right? So, 1 month training ends, the matches everybody gathers in the arena, and first fight, Neji Hyuga versus Kiyomi Uchiha. Look, I know Kiyomi's supposed to win, but yeah, no, Neji wins, because Kiyomi doesn't really care about Neji's fate thingy, so she just blindly goes in without a goal, right? Neji just beats her up, proves a point that he's destined to win. She did put up a good fight, but yeah, Naruto doesn't care. But he does say, good job, like, you fought well. And Menma sees that Naruto's talking to Kiyomi, and he's like, hey, don't talk to my Kiyomi. You don't have the right demon. Naruto's like, nobody asked for your opinion, loser. And Menma is just boiling up inside, because he's just there to watch. He didn't even pass. And Mito hears this, and she's like, huh, we're up next. I'll beat you up, you demon. And they go onto the arena. Everybody's cheering for Mito, Mito, Mito. And Mito gets a high head from this. She thinks that, yeah, everybody's on my side. He's probably unencouraged from this. So, yeah, the fight starts. Mito creates 2 shadow clones by her left and right side. One summons earth water bullets, and the other one summons more water bullets. And Mito goes in between those water bullets with kunais in her hands, trying to run at Naruto, thinking that he can't dodge, but Naruto just casually created 2 mud walls where the earth bullets were supposed to hit, and then he just stomped on the ground, said, Earth Wave. which sent a wave of earth basically towards Mito, causing her to lose her balance. Naruto jumps off the one mud wall, goes tearing dirt towards Mito with Ghost Charge activated in one of his hand, about to stab her, but he then just stops, puts the hand right in front of her face, and says, "I win." And yeah, and everybody sees that Naruto just literally casually beat the Hokage's daughter with ease, and literally didn't even want to kill her. Sorry for the background noise. I forgot to close my window. 1 second. Okay. So yeah. Then comes the fight with Sasuke and Gaara. Gaara goes out of control again, and the One Tails attacks, right? So nobody knows who the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails is. Only Minato and Kushina and some council members know, but Menma and Mito don't know, so they can't really do anything. Yeah. Sasuke goes after Gaara to finish the fight, and Naruto says, "Yes, this is the perfect opportunity. Thank you to whoever did that." And he casually sneaks off, and Kiyomi sees that Naruto's going somewhere, so she decides to follow him. And they're on the outskirts of the village. The village is getting destroyed, but Kiyomi's like, "Naruto, where are you going?" Naruto turns around and is like, "Oh god, I'm going away from this village. Nothing's holding me here. I don't need to stay here. Nobody's waiting for me here. I have no friends, no family, nothing. I hate this village. I hate this place. I'll go to a better place, somewhere where I'm not hated and treated like trash for something I'm not even it, right?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" And Naruto's like, "Huh, you can't even realize that? Well, don't you know that I'm supposedly the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails?" He's like, "Well, yeah, aren't you the Jinchuriki?" And he's like, "No, I'm not. It's the Hokage's children, but nobody wants to admit it, right? So there's nothing holding me here. I'll go to a better place." And Kiyomi says, "Please, take me with you then." And Naruto's like, "No, you have a family, friends, you have people who care for you here, so you stay. And plus, Itachi Sensei is also here, so you going away will cause his heart to break." Then Kiyomi says, "Then I'll just have to stop you. I can't let you leave this village, Naruto." And Naruto's like, "Oh, I didn't have to want to do this." But Naruto literally just, yeah, he just creates Ghost Charge in his hand, and with this insane speeds that not even Kiyomi's two Tomo Sharingan can literally fathom, he just blitzes and just hits her with a light shock, which causes her to pass out, literally. And Naruto goes away. Yeah. A few hours later, Itachi is looking for Kiyomi, senses her chakra, finds her, and is like, "What happened?" And Itachi's like, "Naruto. Naruto left the village." And Itachi's like, "What?" "He's probably gone already. And plus, there's no really point on getting him, so we'll just keep quiet about that, okay?" But Kiyomi's like, but Itachi, this is his home. He can't abandon it." Itachi says, "Well, Kiyomi, nothing is holding him here. Nobody's waiting for him. Nothing. So, it's better if he leaves for now, to find a better place." So, nobody saved the Leaf Village, so the damage was much worse from Shukaku. Minato in the end saved it, but yeah. Yes. So, we go to Naruto. Naruto's walking around. He's walking towards nowhere. He's just going somewhere. Yes, sorry, something happened to the recording, so, yeah, something might be bad with the audio, and I might just go back, so, he's walking towards the land of hot water north, and hot water village, right? So he just takes an apartment there, and hot water village, I'll just say that it has nice fields, nice polygons. So he decides to train, and at one point because he's tired, he accidentally um, does some wrong hand signs for a lightning style due to lightning wolves, and he just creates a force field. And he's like, well, what? So he does that again, and he's like, okay. And it's again creates a force field, and he has heard about a Kikigenkai that can create these types of things, and it's called magnet release. So he goes to the village library, and I'll just say for plot convenience that there is a scroll on magnet release, and yeah. So he sees that the jutsu that he uses called magnet style force field, and he doesn't really like the way it's used. So he's like, what if I imbue my Rasengan with magnet style release and spin it in different ways? Yes, so yeah, he thinks that if he puts magnet chakra into his Rasengan, it can do something. So he starts creating a move, and in a week he manages to create one move. He spins the Rasengan chakra left at immense speeds and then imbues his magnet style with it. And for some reason, this makes the thing blue. And this pulls objects to him with immense strength. And he's like, this move is very dangerous, so I need to improve it. So he calls this move Magnet Style Lapse Blue. Yeah, this is a reference to Gojo's abilities in Jujutsu Kaisen, right? This is what I was talking about. So, yes. So, he's like, okay, this is a good technique, but now I need to... what will happen if I do it the opposite? And another week passes. He's like... and he creates the same thing, but with red, and this time it pushes objects away from him, which is universal, which is almighty push, right? And this is red. This technique is red. He calls it magnet style reversal red. He's like, okay, too very strong. So he's like, okay, I've been in the hot waterfall village for enough times, and enough time, so I need to move. And yeah, he starts walking, going north again, and he enters the hidden frost village. He stays there a bit, goes again, and this time he's moving towards the cloud village because he saw the map and he's going there. He has heard that the Jinchuriki there are treated nice and people are treated nice. So he's like, even though I'm not a Jinchuriki, I was blamed to be one, so I might be treated well. And he's like, he goes there, and he arrives at the Leaf Village, at the Cloud Village, right? And there are guards there, and they're like, state your business for this visit. And he's like, I'm here to become a Cloud Shinobi, citizen and Shinobi. And they're like, okay, come with us to the Raikage. And they go to the Raikage, they enter. Yes, they do. And A sits there and hears a knock. And says, enter. Two guards and a boy who he's seen before comes. And he's like, Lord Raikage, this boy wishes to become a Cloud Shinobi and citizen. And A is like, what? He's probably a spy. I saw him he's a Leaf Shinobi. And Naruto's like, no, I'm not anymore. And Raikage's like, oh, and tell me why. Naruto tells Lord Raikage about how he was treated, how his family was treated, how his brother abandoned him, how the whole village blamed him to be a Jinchuriki when he was not. And he wishes to become a shinobi here because people here aren't treated badly by their own village. And he swears that if he's taken in, he will protect this village with his life. And Raikage sees that Naruto is honest, so he's like, okay, sure. But then he remembers something. Naruto, there is something I need to talk to you about. And Raikage's like, Naruto's like, yes, what is it, Lord Raikage? And Naruto's like, recently, our Two-Tails Jinchuriki hasn't been in very good health, and the tailed beast isn't helping because they don't get along. And you look like you have enough chakra, and plus, from what I can see, you are the only candidate that's good enough for the Two-Tails. Would you be okay with becoming the Two-Tails Jinchuriki? If you do, you'll become an immediately a Cloud Shinobi and citizen with full rights and even more. Naruto says, sure, I'm not against tail beasts. They are also treated badly, so yeah. And Raikage is like, okay, come with me. We'll seal the Two-Tails in you. So yeah. Yes. So they go. They see Yukito, who's almost dying, and she's like, is this the new Jinchuriki? Never seen him around the village, but whatever. Let me tell you, boy, the Two-Tails, don't treat it as badly as I did. I was scared of it and never talked to it, just took its power. Don't do the same mistakes as I did. Try to become friends with it. And Naruto's like, sure. And Yugito is dying, and they're sealing the Two-Tails. Matatabi is trying to get out, but she sees that this Jinchuriki doesn't hold any hostility. So she's like, if I get out, they'll still seal me back in. So I'd rather go into this kid. So they do seal him, and it's a very good seal. It's not the best seal, not like an Uzumaki seal, but it's very good. And in this what if, I'll say that it's not Matatabi the fire cat. It's Matatabi the blue lightning cat, right? So instead of fire, it's gonna be lightning. And so Naruto does pass out because he just got the tailed beast sealed into him. So Yukito does die, and they do hold a burial for her. But yeah. And Naruto wakes up a week later. He wakes up after he faints. No, after the tailed beast got sealed into him, he faints, and then he appears in a weird place. It is a completely black space with a cage in the middle made out of lightning bolts, holding a blue lightning cat. And Naruto's like, oh, so this is the Two-Tails, but where am I? And Matatabi says, huh, kid, you're in your mindscape. Pretty dark place, eh? What's your story? Naruto says, well, I can't really tell you my story if I don't know your name. And Matatabi is pretty shocked. So I was like, oh, you want to know my name? It's Two-Tails. Naruto says, I know better than to call you that. It's just a nickname. What's your name? And she says, maybe this is the boy that father was talking about. So she tells him, I'm Matatabi, the blue lightning cat. And Naruto's like, that's a pretty name. I'm Naruto Hatake. Nice to meet you. And he tells her about how he was treated in his village for being the supposed Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. And he wasn't, so yeah. And how he decided to run away. And yeah. And Matatabi told him about how she was treated, how the tailed beasts are treated, and that they aren't bad. It's just that the way that people treated them. And Naruto understands this and is like, well, I understand, so how about we become friends? And this completely proves Matatabi's point that Naruto is the boy that Hagoromo was talking about. And she's like, sure, kiddo, whatever. Could you do something about this seal for me first? Could you please rewrite the words body into voice? Now, this will allow me to speak and communicate with you, not in the mindscape. So you're walking, and I can just talk to you. And you don't even have to come here. But do come visit me once in a while. Naruto does that. And so he wakes up a week later. Yeah. He is on a bed, no shirt, nothing. And he sees that the seal looks like a lightning bolt on his right pec. Going from his right pec down to like his bottom ab. Yeah. This is just a blue lightning bolt. And he's like, oh, so this is the seal. Okay. And he wakes up, and the right Kage comes in and is like, so Naruto, how do you feel? Naruto says, oh, I feel fine. I talked with the Two Tails. Well, it's not Two Tails, it's actually Matatabi, so she's pretty cool. And A's like, huh, so you became friends with the Two Tails. Interesting. So, you're gonna be out of the hospital in a few days. I'm gonna prepare a house for you. You're already a shinobi. Now, on the Chunin exams, you did prove that you are incredibly strong. Although your opponents weren't that strong, you proved sufficient skill. And I can see that you were holding back a lot. And plus, you are now a rogue nin of Konoha, a Chunin. Yeah. So yeah, you wanted dead by the Leaf Village. But you are now a Chunin of the Cloud. Yes. Now I'm just like, okay, cool. So, a few days pass, Naruto gets out of the hospital, and he's walking around the Cloud Village with B and A. Naruto and B have become great friends because Naruto told B that he became friends with the Two Tails, and B is friends with Yuki in this one. So yeah, but they're not. Okay, I'll say that they're not really friends, but they are more like business partners, right? So they each work with each other for their own goals, right? So you can't really call them friends. So while he's walking through the village, people are looking at Naruto, not with hatred, and not with fear. More like they're estimating his strength, or like surprised, or like interested. So yeah. So he feels very, and he even sees some people who are like looking at him with a smile and happy, because well, in Little Cloud, the Jinchuriki are counted as heroes who hold the demons inside, but don't allow them to get out. And yeah, so everybody loved Yugito, and now there's Naruto, so they're like, yay, okay, hope he's a good guy. And they get to his house. What should his house be? I'll say it's a one-story house. One bathroom, two bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. Right. So it's an average house, a bit below average, but he's just one person. So yeah, and let's go do the 3-year time skip. Yes. Now, during this time, Naruto has been training rigorously because, well, the Leaf and the Sand Village are looking for Naruto because the Sand has an alliance with the Leaf, so they're all looking for Naruto. And it hasn't been announced yet that Naruto is a Cloud Shinobi, but they're planning to do it after the 3-year training that Naruto wanted to do. Now, during this time, Naruto has been training with B in Kenjutsu, doing his own things, working on his techniques. He let me talk about his strengths, and then I'm also gonna do something that I've been wanting to do a long time. So Naruto is very good in Earth style, very good in Water style, extremely good in Lightning, not in techniques, but more in the way he uses them. He has Ghost Charge, which is many times stronger than the Chidori. It literally, one touch, it just brain fries them, literally. Lightning Wolves, perfect. Lightning Stream, perfect. Lightning Chakra weapons, perfect. And something that did happen is that all his lightning turned white. Everything is white. So he has white wolves, white lightning stream. Something else he learned is the flying Raijin. Now, the way he did that was Naruto asked A to send a few spies to the Leaf and get him the flying Raijin scroll. And A is like, well, why do you need that? And Naruto says, I think it can be used very well with my white lightning. And A does see the plus in this, so he does send a few spies, and they pose as Anbu, and they do get the Flying Raijin Scroll, and they give it to Naruto. And Naruto has 2 years to learn it perfectly on a level like Minato. So his lightning is white. So when he uses the Flying Raijin, white flash. But that isn't going to be his nickname. So 3-year time skip, and Naruto is now ready to go out in the world and well, do shinobi things. So Naruto has started doing B to A ranked missions, a few S ranked missions, and he's gotten the nickname the White Ghost of the Cloud, or the Ghost, the White Ghost, the White Flash, but mostly it's the White Ghost, because you never see him approach. He's extremely fast, it's like he's invisible, and he always leaves white flashes behind him. So yeah, talk about a bit about Naruto's appearance. Well, again, Sky Blue Eyes. He okay. Let me think about his appearance. Yes, so I'll explain a bit of his outfit. So if anybody has watched Demon Slayer, remember Tomioka? Gyu, yeah, literally the guy. So if you remember, he had this thing called a Haori. It was like a half and half one. So the way Naruto's looks, basically the one half is blue background with white lightning strikes all over it, and the other half is a bit of a, it's just black. It's black with a few blue stripes and a few blue taints on it. It looks really cool. Yeah. So that has happened, and also he wears something like, yeah, just black shinobi sandals and black pants, black and white pants with like white pockets and stuff. And he wears his cloud headband on his forehead because he's proud of it. And he carries 2 katanas, not katanas. I'll call them wakizashis. Yeah, a bit shorter katanas on his one on his hip, and the other one, it's basically a hidden blade. Actually, no, both on his waist. Yeah, and his hair, I'll say that he has it the same way Gyu has. It's like long with a back ponytail, but imagine it's just white, right? Yeah, that's how he looks, basically. Uh, yes. So I think that actually no, scrap that. So Naruto is going to A's office. He has gotten a name for himself around the Cloud Village. Everybody loves him. He's the best. He is literally popular in the Cloud, and it's now common knowledge that Naruto Hatake is the white ghost of the Cloud, and A says, Naruto, there is something urgent. The leaf and the Sand Village has requested help from us, from the Cloud and the leaf, to retrieve their Kazekage. He was kidnapped by a group called the Akatsuki. I'll be sending you on this mission, but there will be Leaf Shinobi present, and it might be some of your old friends. Are you able to take on this mission? Naruto says, I don't really care about the past. Sure, I'll do it. So he's sent off. It's an S rank mission. Naruto's traveling, going at pretty high speeds. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna do a bit of a time skip back, a bit of a flashback. Now it's like a second year. Naruto's in the Cloud, training, and he goes into his mindscape. He goes into his mindscape, and Matatabi is calling him, and she wants to tell him something about. And she tells him, well, Naruto, you're strong enough, and you need a summoning. So, how about I give you a summoning? It's the cheetah summoning. These cheetahs are my summons. I created this world. These cheetahs are lightning cheetahs like me. I'm a lightning cat though, so those are lightning cheetahs. They're extremely fast, strong, although they don't have enough stamina. Basically like normal cheetahs. There is even a Sage mode. It increases your strength, speed by a lot, mostly speed, reflexes, everything, and affinity for lightning. You can train that there. Time flies by extremely quickly there. So 2 years there is 3 days in this world. That's how fast time flies here. So how about I give you the summoning, you go train there with the lightning cheetahs. Naruto agrees. He gets there, and he does the summoning, and he appears in a snowy mountain, and he sees a cheetah with a blue and white cheetah looking at him, and the cheetah says, human, what are you doing here? No human has ever been able to come here. And Naruto says, well, Matatabi sent me. And the cheetah's like, how do you know Lady Matatabi's name? I'm her Jinchuriki. What? How did she allow you to be in here? Did you use Genjutsu on her? No, I didn't. But she did allow me to get here, to train on Sage mode and your fighting stance, and improve overall. And so, there you go meet the Cheetah Sage. He does say that Naruto is truly there, and they do train for 2 years. Naruto has mastered Sage mode. He has mastered their Taijutsu stance, which is basically very fast, unpredictable, sharp movements, which are basically trying to kill the opponent in one strike. One good, quick, strong strike, but also unpredictable, smooth. So yeah, he comes back, all strong and stuff, a bit taller, but not that changed. Not that changed. He now looks like a 17-year-old, but he's actually 15. But yeah, he's pretty buff, very lean, strong, tall, everything like that, right? With his clothes, the ones I told you guys about before. So yeah, uh, now we go back to the place, and yeah, we go back to the place, to where Naruto is going to the Sand Village to see what's up. So he summons a cheetah. Uh, his personal cheetah is the blue and white one, but he summons a bigger one, a faster one. It's basically a mode of transportation, and they get to the Sand Village in about a day or two. In about a day. Yes, that's how quickly they can get there. If you look at the Shinobi World map, Hidden Cloud and Hidden Sand are literally two opposite sides of the Shinobi World. So he gets there almost as quick as the Leaf Shinobi, and so we go to the Leaf Shinobi. It's Sasuke, Sakura, and Kiyomi, along with Menma and Mito, Kakashi and Itachi. They arrive there. Sakura is still a student of Tsunade. Tsunade is somehow convinced to get back to the village. Right. And they see that the Leaf Shinobi are there, and they say that, well, the Shinobi from the cloud is gonna come here soon too, to help you out. And Menma and Mito are like, we don't need help from some cloud Shinobi. It's probably some weakling that's gonna need to depend on our strength. And then a lightning strikes, and in the room appears a boy, about 17 to 16 years old, white long hair, the Howlery I told you guys about, and everything, with a cheetah by his side, the blue and white one. And Naruto doesn't look at the shinobi around him. He just looks at the cheetah and says, Yami. No. I'll call him Senko, which means flash in Japanese. And he's like, Senko, tell Rai that I thank him for getting me here. You can go. And Senko says, sure. And he leaves. Naruto looks up at the others and is like, I'm help from the cloud. And Chio comes in the room and sees Naruto, who looks almost exactly like the young White Fang. And he's like, it's the White Fang! And Naruto's like, no, I'm not the White Fang, I'm his son. And everybody's shocked. It's like, Kiyomi's like, what? What's your name? I'm Naruto Hatake. And they're like, you! Kakashi's like, oh, it's you brat. Huh, decided to run away from the village after all. You weakling. And Naruto was like, doesn't care about Kakashi, so he's like, yeah, whatever. Hey everyone, what's the mission? They tell him to retrieve the Kazekage, but we need to wait for the Leaf Shinobi. And so Naruto's like, sure, whatever, but your Kazekage can die. How about you just send us? I say, we need Kankuro to wake up to tell us what happened. So Kankuro tells them that he had a piece of clothing, and Kakashi's like, we can sniff him out. And Naruto's like, yeah, those pugs won't do anything. Yo, Senko, come here. Senko does summon, and he's like, Master Naruto, what's up? And he's like, could you locate that clothing? And Senko sniffs it and is like, located, Master. You have a seal close by there. You're gonna have to walk about a kilometer away from there. Naruto says, sure. So, Leaf Shinobi and San, do you want me to take me with you, or no? I can do this mission by myself, but sure. But they do say, what are you gonna do? They do take us with you. And Naruto's like, okay, grab my hands and my shoulders and stuff. They do, and Naruto just teleports, and they're like, what? Is that the Flying Raijin? Naruto's like, maybe yes, maybe not, can't tell you. Village secrets, you know. So, where are we? Naruto says, we're 1 kilometer away from those criminals. Senko, lead us to them. Naruto and the Leaf Shinobi, along with Chio and Senko, go to there. And on the road there, they're jumping from tree to tree. Kiyomi is trying to talk to Naruto, but Naruto really doesn't care. Kakashi is like thinking of a way to bring Naruto back to the village. He still hates him, but I mean, he's like a Jinchuriki, so he needs to bring the demon back. So he's thinking of a way, but he has heard of the white ghost of the cloud, very fast, very strong shinobi. So he's like thinking. Menma and Mito are like jealous, and Menma sees that Kiyomi is looking at Naruto and talking to him, but not to Menma, and so he's angry, jealous. Sasuke doesn't care, and yeah, they come there, see the whole thing, get the seals off, and they see that Deidara is there along with Sasori, and yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boost the strength of the Akatsuki a bit more, because I need Naruto to sweat a bit, so they're all a lot stronger. So Deidara is like, huh, this lightning kid, I like him, I'll take him. So he flies up with Garo's body, and Naruto says, Leaf and Sand Shinobi, you stay here fighting Sasori. I'm gonna go after Deidara. So he goes after Deidara, and that Naruto is jumping on trees. Deidara is throwing bombs at Naruto from the sky. Naruto is blocking them with his lightning-imbued katana, slicing through them. Deidara gets tired of this and goes down to the ground, creating giant bombs, literally exploding the place up. And Naruto, although he is extremely fast, he doesn't know Deidara's fighting style, and he forgets about the little bombs. And so Naruto gets exploded by the little spider bombs that were underground. And yeah, Naruto gets hit, and he's a bit injured, and he's like, damn it, if I don't pull myself together, I'm gonna lose. And then, without even realizing, Naruto bursts into blue lightning, and when the lightning settles down, Naruto's Haori is like neon dark blue with lightning bolts all over it, and Tomoe's on his sleeves and his neck collar, and his hair is also like neon dark blue, and he's like, whoa, what is this? And Matatabi is like, this is the Two Tails form, Two Tails chakra mode. I will tell you about it later, but now, take care of Deidara. Naruto rushes at Deidara with just incredible speeds, something that, it's just amazing. Like, faster than flying Raijin, much faster. And Deidara can't even react, so Naruto in a flash, like literally in a flash, just literally rips Deidara apart with his ghost charge. Just rips him apart. Literally puts his hand into Deidara's heart and just literally pulls it out. I know this was easy fight for Naruto, but he did unlock this chakra mode. So yeah. And Deidara is dead now. Gaara is also dead. So Naruto is walking with Gaara's body back to the others, meanwhile asking in his mindscape what just happened. And Matatabi says, well, Naruto, it is time for me to tell you about us tailed beasts and our father Hagoromo Otsutsuki and the 10 tails. And she tells him that when the 10 tails was defeated and Hagoromo sealed the 10 tails inside of him, he first thought of making a ranking scale by tails, but then he realized that, well, that wouldn't be very good, and he wanted balance to the world. So that is why he split the 10 tails chakra into 9 equal pieces. Don't know how that worked, but just do division. Wait, how much is 9 divided by 10? 10 divided by 9. 10 divided by 9 is 1.11. So each tailed beast has 10.11% of 10 tails chakra in it. And all the tailed beasts are equal. Unlike the common tail, that the 9 tails is the strongest. So all the tailed beasts are equal. It's just they have different amounts of tails. And they each have a chakra mode. But the chakra mode of a tailed beast is the highest state that a Jinchuriki and its tailed beast can be in. It's when the tailed beast has fully accepted their Jinchuriki as their best friend. Not friend, but best friend. That they're like water and nothing can split them apart, basically. And this mode basically is the strongest form. It's the strongest thing ever, but you're gonna have to work on it. And plus, it's imperfect because my seal is still on. So yeah, you can talk to your Raikage about this to take off the seal. He does have the seal. So yeah, tell him that you're friends with me, and don't tell him about the history of the tailed beasts, that they're all equal, but tell him that you unlock the chakra mode, but you need to unlock the seal to complete it. So Naruto's like, sure, I'll do that. And Naruto came to the Stand Shinobi, and the whole thing with Chio happened. They did defeat Sasori, but people are injured. Yeah, whatever. Now, yeah. And so, Chio does sacrifice herself again. Meanwhile, she's doing that. Kakashi tries sneaking up behind Naruto, literally running at him. Naruto isn't looking, he's just relaxed. And Kakashi's about to stab Naruto with a Chidori. But then, something happens. And that is where I'm going to leave you off this part. I don't know if this was a good cliffhanger or not, but something is going to happen. Something did happen, or maybe not. You never know. I hope you enjoyed this part. Join the Discord server. We have fun there. Very interesting conversations. Yes, extremely interesting. And like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think about this. Any suggestions for new ideas, new parts. Tell me. Do join the Discord server again. I'll do a poll on the Mount Myoboku What If. Again, hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Next parts of other What Ifs, and this one will be coming out sometime. Bye.